Hi, this is Jeff from the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, USA. Well, we're back on our Atari 2600s here. Got in the new composite mod boards from Canada, all the way here to the United States. And I've got another monitor sitting down here. This one has composite input, so we can go directly into the monitor. And I've got a VCR sitting here. Somebody recommended to me, one of my patrons. They said, hey, you can hook up the RF output to the RF input on the VCR, the composite out, and that way you can capture that too. So we'll do that. Right now, I've got it as we left it in the last video with the 1 transistor composite mod, and it's kind of cycling through the screens, you know, different colors, the screensaver sort of thing before I reset it. So I thought what I would do is we'll test it in this situation right now. I'll pop in the new composite mod. We'll see how that goes. And then I'll go ahead and put the RF components back in. We'll see if the RF still works and see what it looks like. And we'll capture everything through my capture device. And so we can get kind of a heads-to-head comparison. First, I want you to see as good as possible what this looks like on this little monitor. And you notice it still has the Goodwill price tag on there. I got this monitor, I think, about 5 years ago at Goodwill for $12. And it has all the sort of inputs we want for retro stuff. You know, composite, RF, component. I think it has one HDMI, that type of thing. Oh, and S-video too. So you can see the kind of the noise in the background, the jail bars here. I'm going to go ahead and start this. And to my eyes, it looks kind of dark and muddy. I've seen some other pictures of other people doing the composite mod, this sort of, you know, single transistor composite mod, and it looks about the same. So, okay, so now, I'm still partially in the frame there. I'm going to go ahead and pop this new composite mod in. We'll see what that looks like. So for completeness, here is a capture of the composite with the single transistor mod. You notice to start with, when it's kind of on that track screen, you can see a lot of noise, a lot of horizontal banding, and some jail bars. When we get into playing, it looks a lot better. The capture card deals with the low signal level that this composite mod puts out a lot better than any of my monitors did. It's still kind of dark, kind of muddy, although it's a lot better than what I saw on my monitors. Okay, here is our new board. You see this plugs in place of the TIA. We plug the TIA in here, and Bob is our uncle. And if you have the original 6-switch or the 4-switch Woody or Darth Vader, the black one, those all have sockets. Some of the later ones don't, so you may have to pull your TIA and add a socket. Somebody else makes another version of this board which solders on the bottom. I'm not as big a fan of that. I don't think it's as slick and as nice, and you can't have the jack on it then because there's not enough room on the bottom of the board. Okay. Hopefully we've got room for the RF shield. All right, that's plugged in. Our jumpers here are both set to NTSC. You can also set this to PAL. Well, I'm going to get a different connector for that. Okay. This is one of the cables that came with this guy. Okay, that seems to work. Okay, cart back in, power, and we'll see what it does. Okay, here we are with email. Here we are with the new mod board in and back on the same monitor, and this is so much clearer. It's brighter, it's less muddy, the colors are closer to right. So I'll start playing this and then I'll switch to the captured version. I died. So now we'll show the captured version and we'll compare the two. So here is a capture from that Crafty Electron composite mod. You can see on the attract screen we can still see some jail bars, but it's cleaner. When playing, the colors are good. It's nice and bright. It's crisp. We got rid of all that muddiness. We don't see any lines in Donkey Kong, that type of thing. Yeah, this looks really good. Now, I saved all the old parts I pulled off of this board, the RF related stuff. I'm going to go ahead and stick those back on there like I never modified this board. We'll take this composite mod off, and I'll go ahead and do another capture so we can compare them to see if having that modulator on there made any difference or not. So just to show you, the RF components still work. Got all the parts back in. Here it is with the RF piped into the VCR and the composite out of the VCR piped to the capture device. There's no sound. I didn't bother hooking it up. You can see there's a lot of shimmering. You can see a little noise in the background. It's just not as good, but it's better than the single transistor composite mod. And here's the composite out of that Crafty Electron mod. And you can see, even with the RF components reinstalled, it looks just as good, so there's no point in removing any of that stuff. When you use this composite mod, not only do you get great composite signal, you can leave all the original parts on the board. Okay, now that we know our new mod works great, we need to see about getting the RF shields back on. Yes, they are important. They do accomplish something. Yes, the machine does work without it, but you're going to be emitting a lot of RF noise and allowing the machine to receive it as well. And okay. So I think we'll clear the PCB just fine. We just need to make a little hole here for the cord to come out of. Let me do that. Okay, I took some tin snips and I cut a notch up in here. And since that edge was real sharp, I applied some Kaptan tape over it. And you hold your mouth just right, and that drops down on there fine. And so this needs to go on the bottom like so. And if you remember, there was some foil tape that went across these switches to here that just grounds all these. So I've got some copper self-adhesive tape I'll do that with, and I'll get this shield put back on there, put it back together, and then we'll try it out. I snapped a few pics while reassembling. Here you can see how the copper tape's put on. I even retaped that piece of paper on top of the RF modulator just because. And you can see the original way that the video and audio cord came out. And here's a closer shot where that AV cable exits. I actually wound up rotating it to the left from this view so it could go in front of the RF modulator. And here is a front view showing both sides with the copper tape on there, the little switch gaskets, etc. It all went back together really nice. And here we go with the board in place in the bottom case, and you can see how the AV cable is routed out of there just like the original RF cable. Well, I would call that a success. On this 2600 at least, the single transistor composite mod didn't cut the mustard. It didn't look good at all. The original RF probably looked a little better, even though it was slightly noisier. Put in that Crafty Electron update from the guy in Canada, link below. That just plugs in. If you've got these earlier consoles, super easy. If you've got one of the later ones, you might have to desolder the TIA to plug it in there. But it's super easy. Bought it with the cable. Everything plugs together. And you don't have to take any parts off the board. There's also the type that solders onto the bottom. I'll put a link to one of those below. And there's a guy in Australia that also makes one that does S-video output. But I think you've got to solder a bunch of wires to the board and drill a hole in the back for a special Atari type DIN plug, something like that. And this is nice because we didn't modify the console, enclosure itself. We didn't modify the circuit board. We did cut a little hole in the shield tin, which is not too bad. Altogether, we've got a nice working console here, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up the other games I have and maybe take this up to the living room and have some fun. Have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down there below. Thanks to everyone who helps support the Hey Birt channel. It is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That really helps out a lot. And until next time, bye.